Microphone's always tilted over.
And here is the news.
Oh, thanks, Clark.
Barry Allen said something about Wirecast.
What? Wirecast? It better not have kryptonite in it. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another amazing episode of the Haydenfilms Minutes. I am your host, Alec Barber, but before we get into the news for today, I would like to remind you all of this episode being sponsored by the $10,000 Haydenfilms 1.0 screenwriting competition hosted on filmfreeway.com. So for any potential screenwriters, be sure to check out that link provided in the description below for your chance to win $10,000. And if you like the content that we develop here at the Hayden Films Institute, be sure to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel with the fancy schmancy button down there. And if you want to check out previous episodes of the Hayden Films Minutes, or perhaps check out a podcast of the Haydenfilms Verge, be sure to click that fancy schmancy button right up there. Now, on to the news. Our first article coming from uploadvr.com. One of the largest productions ever filmed in space is a virtual reality experience. That's right, the people at Felix and Paul Studios and Time Studios are behind one of the largest productions of any type ever filmed in space. And while the virtual reality version of Episode 1 of Space Explorers, the International Space Station experience, was recently released on Oculus.com, they currently have multiple VR cameras in space capturing content both in and outside of the International Space Station, including the arrival of the first commercial SpaceX crew. This is so exciting, guys. As you know, I am a huge fan of virtual reality, whether that's experiencing meetings amidst the COVID pandemic, whether it comes to virtual reality for training purposes, mental health purposes, or just exploring the beyond the unknown. This virtual reality new setup is allowing you to go on to the International Space Station itself and check out the daily lives of the brave astronauts up there on the space station, along with the new commercial SpaceX employees traveling there and arriving shortly. With virtual reality expanding beyond the universe, I gotta wonder, where can we go from here? I mean, space is the final frontier, right? I would like to see your comments on this answer below. Where do you think virtual reality will go beyond space? Do you think it'll take us to another galaxy we've never been to before? Do you think perhaps it could capture the fourth dimension? Because we've already captured the 360-degree dimension. I would just like to see your comments below, and if you'd like to check out this full article for yourself, the link will also be provided in the description below, along with the other articles that you will hear from today. Which brings us into our next article from CNN News. Streaming is about to get a lot more expensive. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Going into 2020 and 2021, Disney plans on spending between $14 and $16 billion across its streaming ventures to make all these brand new shows and movies for this content on its video streaming platform, Disney Plus, and all the other streaming services are going to follow in line, along with HBO Max, Netflix, and many others, which means they are going to increase their pricing. As you know, in recent news, Netflix has actually increased their streaming services for pricing as well. I personally got the bill of receipt a few days ago myself. So going into 2021, we're going to be seeing a lot more competition from these hosting platforms, as Netflix needs to really pull up the chains to compete with Disney Plus and its brand new features coming out every single quarter, it seems. So what does this mean? It means we're going to be getting a whole lot of brand new, original, and hopefully cathartic, entertaining content from your favorite web hosting platforms. And if you'd like to check this out more, we have the link in the description below. And we're going to end this on a very exciting note. This comes from the Hollywood Times, this final article. And this is actually mentioning one of our own personal associates, Mr. Eric Vollweiler, producer and marketing professional for film festivals and entertainment events. That's right, this article goes in depth on one of our associates here at the Hayden Films Institute, Mr. Eric Vollweiler, and his biography of how he started out in New York speaking to his grandparents who were both survivors of the Holocaust and rabbis from Hungary, and how they gave him lessons and mentorship and how that pursued his career into becoming a producer for a multitude of different festivals and hosting festivals throughout his many, many years in the media business. And Eric Vollweiler is also a big part of the Haydenfilms Institute here because he is also promoting our 1.0 screenwriting competition. And that could be mentioned in this article as well. And I just want to say that it's a proud moment when you see one of your own coworkers succeed and get into an article that is published for the entire world to see. And we here at the Haydenfilms Institute are glad to see our friend Eric Vollweiler, the producer and marketing professional, expand his horizons, especially with his new agency, the Vollweiler Agency, which we'll also provide a link to in the description below if you'd like to check out his professional work and his skills in marketing and producing alike. So, on that note, ladies and gentlemen, I think there's no better way to conclude the minutes today other than say, stay healthy, stay informed, and stay safe. Once again, this is Alec Barber from the Haydenfilms Minutes, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.